Hello, I'm Barry James, and I'm delighted to be with Giuseppe,
Hello
or
there.
to his friend Pepe. And I think I've just got permission because we're friends, so it's going to be Pepe for this interview. Is that okay?
That's right. That's right.
So Pepe is and his family are the proprietors of Trattoria Domenico. Did I get that right yet?
Domenico, that's correct. That's right.
And it's been quite a journey over the last couple of weeks or so. It seems much longer, but it's only, I think we counted 10 days yesterday.
It's just gone over 10 days. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I'd just like to chat a bit about that journey so far, and
so how it started, shall we say? Yeah, how did it start? So, well, I was sat at home, for example. I was sat at home, and through the government schemes, especially for us, like no support because we've not been eligible for any grants and schemes. So that left us, wondering where we're going to get the funds, how we're going to do it. So
tons of uncertainty. Yeah, a lot of people are in this position still, that no one knows how long this is going to go on, and you have no income. Right, you have bills going out, no income, isn't that right?
We're running a monthly basis, so yeah, I mean, things just went up and then went straight down for us, especially how we run the business. And yeah, we were left, and still are left, like you said, we don't know what the government's going to put out there for us still. So Barry Shearman, our Prime Minister, came in, and
the Prime Minister. And I was Boris Johnson gone as Barry replaced him. I think it feels like the Prime Minister half the time, but he's the MP, isn't he?
I'm just thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about Boris Johnson constantly. That's all. I haven't got much. And well, we'll contact our local MP, and he pointed out to some great people, and with their help, and of course,
before we go there, I think, I mean, just to paint the picture for people, because a lot of people will be in the same situation. Very stressful when there's no way to move forward, there's no way to bring any income in. And I think your floors were getting quite a lot of cleaning from what I hear.
Yeah, there was. We've been here, just keeping busy, trying to keep the restaurant going, just trying to go on with their daily lives, really, because until you start thinking there's no help or nothing, you just start panicking, and you want to do something. You need
it's
hard.
You need
to look out there. Yeah, it is. It is. So, and you don't want to put loans on top of loans either, because you don't know where you're going to be in a year or two, how the business is going to go. It was uncertainty things. We just got left in the middle of the air, really. That's how it is. That's how I could put it.
So Barry made the introduction. The other Barry Shearman.
Yeah, that's right. Not the Prime Minister, MP.
And we had an initial chat. You had some questions, and you weren't entirely sure to begin with.
No, you're actually right there. I don't know if I can, but I looked at it more of am I gonna be a charity? Does it look like people are gonna look at me bad? Are they? I had so many things run through my head, and they were the main things. I was scared. I didn't know if I had the energy to do it as well. I've never met you guys before, so I didn't know what was the outcome going to be. It wasn't going to work straight away. We didn't know, but I knew if I tried, and if I really love my business, and I do need to try, and if you do listen, and and people guide you to the right place, this is the outcome so far that we have.
So our first conversation was about that, and we talked about how people view this and know it's more of building relationships. It's a lot about building relationships, and people love to be part of a venture like yours. And so it's turned out people already were loving your venture, and they're loving it more. So, but just to stick with the stick with the journey. So our first conversation was on the Monday, and I think it was Thursday evening.
It
You
was,
launched your crowdfund. We talked every day.
Yeah, we did talk every day through WhatsApp, which I found that really easy to do, and Zoom as well, which was great, which we're on now. I've never used these programs, but well, I've used a WhatsApp, but not Zoom before, and it was really easy to set up. But yeah, but the best thing about it, it's not the phone call conversation, it's actually seeing who you're talking to as well.
Yeah,
Which,
mostly Kay rather than me, of course. Kay's the person who's really good at, getting into the nitty gritty. By the way, I'm sure you'd agree with that.
He did make us feel
tell
warm.
the story. You tell.
Yeah, he did make us feel warm, especially me. He made me feel warm. He made me feel comfortable as well straight away. But yeah, as soon as we launched it on Thursday, there was a lot of prep to do before. I'm not going to lie, the video, personally, it took me a while to do, and it got me in grips to doing things. So I had to get into a mood to do it. And
it was 3 or 4 days of pretty, full on work, yeah?
Yeah, it was, especially after, what happened before, and I was just stuck, at home and, and not doing much and just thinking, where to go. But when I started concentrating on the one thing and really dedicating myself to it, this is where I am now. which people think, how did he get there? How did he do it? What did he do to do it? I've said, yeah.
Yeah, so for people who are watching this, tell them where you are now, okay? Where are you, and why is it, and how different is it from where you were?
Well, right now we've raised over £7,416, which that's just amazing. I didn't believe to do it that fast, and I thought it was gradually going up, but never expected that much support. But yet still, you've got to be creative as well. You need to look at what you do and give something back as well.
But you've been good at that. You've been Kay is raving about her star pupil, so you talk about a fair bit here, but you've been good at that. But it's you were in a position with of being really nowhere to go, no way of generating an income.
I wasn't generating no income. We were just shut. The government closed us. That's the thing. There was nothing coming in and no schemes that we've been spotting. It's not just me. I'm sure there's many people out there exactly the same position as me, and exactly thinking I was at. But you need to, like I say, you need to put the work in. You need to be creative. You need to think outside the box as well.
Yeah. But where you are now, having created those rewards, which are basically pre-sales and actually quite a number of things that are generating, that income already, but not actually going to. A lot of them don't really have a hard cost. I mean, your VIP, a ticket, a card for life is a great idea. You've got lots of loyal customers, for the future, haven't you?
I do, and I can keep that. It can get, and it's a limited thing as well. So, people who regularly come, that it's good because they want to get their hands on that. They want that because it's for life, and and I think it's a great thing as well. I mean, if people are not already doing it, to maybe start thinking to do things like this, and not also it creates at the time of the moment a platform for people. It creates a lot of people, and people think about you every day as well. They do think about us. They do think what we're going through and how we can incorporate that and giving back to them when we open.
So let's compare today with like 2 weeks ago. You're reconnected in big time with your customers.
That's for sure. That is for sure. I'm getting phone calls every day from customers. I'm calling, and I've got a list that I call once a week to people to see how they are, to check up on them. New pledges, new rewards that I'm putting on there, and people love it, especially my live Facebooks as well. Oh, it's really engaging with people as well.
It's almost like a full-time job. And it's paid.
I'd say I'm working more now than I was before.
And to put the icing on the cake, or the topping on the tiramisu. I hear that when we talked originally, you were very wary, for very good reasons, I don't doubt them, of kind of moving into takeaway type sales.
That's right.
And do I gather I've actually seen your takeaway menu, haven't I? You're actually going to be able to trade as well.
So today, from 4 o'clock onwards, we have over 10 orders, I'm not going to lie. And that's from the first day today. So we're doing Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. And, you know, we were really not going to do takeaway at all. We didn't think of it. You know, reason being why, when we was before 2 weeks ago, we didn't have that much going on in the restaurant. We didn't have much engaging. It didn't, but look, now we've got the takeaway and the crowdfunding page, and it's created this big, you know, a lot of people are engaging, they're coming in, they're calling us, so it's created this massive. It's like we're trading from Trattoria but into your homes.
It's, you've reconnected, and there really is a buzz about it, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. I mean, even with the takeaway, it's not like we've done the full restaurant menu. We've picked some certain dishes on there that customers are favourites, and you know, we've put it on there, and through a click of a button, it just what crowdfunding created for us.
Giuseppe, you were muted for a moment there. Could you just repeat? For you said what crowdfunding created for us is?
Yeah, sorry. What crowdfunding created for us is like how can I put it? Like a big community straight within a couple of days of people engaging so fast that it just carries on now, and I have so much information, so much data I could use. I think that's why the takeaway is working. I'm not going to lie. I'm not. I think if I did,
you needed to build up to it, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to build, and I had to have somewhere to start, and that was it. That was crowdfunding. Thanks, you know, that was it. That's the ball rolling for us. And now, so today we've got orders. Tomorrow we've got orders. Even Saturday we've got orders, and people are just calling in constantly.
Yeah, and thinking forward to when lockdown is eased, you're going to be busy, aren't you?
Well, I think I've sold enough VIP cards. I think we've got some people have pledged for a lot of things on there. And although I'm sure that they'll put the 50% capacity, but that doesn't matter. We've took safety measures here. We're going to take the tables down, and you know, we're going to have sanitizing stations. But all the capacity is going to. We're still going to be busy. I'm sure that people are going to keep raving about it, especially with.
It's not as if you've got to start building up again. You've already got a buzz, and I can see it because I can see on your Facebook page, and I see bits via Kay and so on. So you're in a really completely different position.
I mean, I know it's out there, but even on my Facebook before, we didn't do much on my Facebook. And for example, my engagement wasn't a lot. It was between 300 to 500. Now it's over 1,000, 2,000 engagements there. Everything's really, I mean, like I said, let's go back to, if it wasn't for crowdfunding, all these little bits wouldn't go up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
Can you hear me there? Sorry.
I can hear you again now.
Okay. People calling me for takeaways. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, right. Okay. We're on your phone.
No.
Okay. Well, let's now to ask you the last question then. Okay. If someone was thinking in the same position as you were, and, you know, what would you advise them? Should they consider this?
I'd love to speak to them personally. If they have anything, they could contact me. I could show them the work that I've done, how I got there, ideas. But I think At the moment, it feels like it does feel weird in the first couple of days. It does, but like I said, you guys make me feel comfortable, you know, and I can call you. I'm not going 24/7. Every time I've called, you've picked up the phone. You've given me great ideas, and then yeah, it's up to you to really keep it going. And the crowdfunding website is so easy to use. I found it so easy to use. You know, especially the buttons, the edits, you know, adding things on there, removing things on there. It's really simple. I'm not going to
Great.
lie.
Good stuff. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to congratulating you on making the next milestone. I don't think it's going to be far away, but you know, yeah. So thank you for your time on
No,
this,
you
and we'll be back in a little while to follow the story further.
definitely. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you.